Oh hey guys, how the frig you doing today? I myself am not doing too great. Woke up today with a kinked neck. You ever woken up with a kinked neck where like turning your head a certain direction sucks? So you end up being like Batman from every other Batman video with Michael Keaton, where he just can't turn his head because the Batman mask is like way too solid, so he's just like one of these, turning his torso, and he goes to look up and he just kind of leans his back. Well, that's how I feel today. But despite how I feel today, today is the day where we're going to install those light switches. I gave myself a back massage with my little shiatsu pillow that I picked up a long time ago from good old Walmart. And it helped out a little bit. I felt like this pinch in my back, like in my shoulder area. So while I was like giving the shiatsu pillow a run, I could feel this like, I don't know, it was like a ball of muscle that the little thing was like rubbing against, and it would like flick it up and then release it. So it was like, when all of a sudden it just whirled over it and I just felt instant relief. So now my neck feels like 10 folds better. I can actually turn my head and lift my arm up. So it was obviously just a pinched nerve or bad muscle or some nonsense. If you're wondering why it's so dark down here right now, Google's on an automation where every day at 8:35 it turns off the house, and every day at 5:05 it turns on the house. Now I can obviously override that with the power of my voice, but I'm deciding not to because I'm just making a coffee right now to wake up a bit more, and then we're gonna tackle this installation. Probably have to make a trip to Walmart to buy a faceplate if the faceplates that come with the light switches don't work, and I have a bad feeling they will not work. They're not going to do the job because, well, hell, it is what it is. Like, they're pretty thick side by each, so I'm thinking we might not get away with it. Now, obviously, this is going to require me to move the fridge out of the way. It's not exactly an exciting thing to do, but it's something that's got to get did in order for stuff to get done. The reason why I say it's not fun to do it is because the power line for the fridge is not exactly the longest. So it's kind of a pain in the arse to maneuver it. But not a big deal, not a big deal. Worst case, the fridge is unplugged for, well, the fridge is gonna have no power while I'm doing this for obvious reasons, because I'm not really looking to cook myself. Even though an electrocution would be pretty prime for a video, if I'm not around to edit and upload it, you guys wouldn't see it anyway, so let's try and stay safe today, eh? And today also being Sunday means tomorrow resumes the 9 to 5 grind, Monday to Friday. And you know what? After having 2 days off, I'm actually looking forward to it. A lot of people posting on Facebook, oh, weekend's over, trying to get back to work, now looking forward to it, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I'm all like over here like, yay. Just fired up the air fryer there. I just put the last of my my beef in there. I'm gonna heat it up in the air fryer and dry it out a bit more so it's more like jerky, less like beef. And you know, I thought about that with my next roast, was to thaw it out and cut it super thin, and or at least cut half of it and slice that super thin and make some oven cooked beef jerky, because that could be pretty fantastic too. There's videos of it online, so it's not like something new that I'm doing, but it's definitely something that can get done, and a guy at work does it all the time and he said the results are friggin' awesome. Well, right now what I want to do is drink my coffee. I'm gonna see what's on YouTube's, wake up a bit more, and then we'll start the light switch installations. Luckily for me, Walmart is open pretty late tonight. They're actually open until 11 p.m. So Canadian Tire, Home Depot, and all those other stores, I believe they close at 5. What time does Canadian Tire close today?
Canadian Tire, North Bay, on at 890 McEwen Avenue, closes at 6 p.m.
Okay, they close at 6. What time does Home Depot close today?
The Home Depot at 1275 Seymour Street closes at 6 p.m.
Okay, so they both close at 6. I was wrong, it's not 5, it's 6. I think it's the mall that closes at 5. What time does the Northgate Square close at?
Northgate Shopping Center closes at 5 p.m.
Okay, that's where I got my confusion from. It's actually the mall that closes at 5, not Canadian Tire or Home Depot. So worst case scenario, we get the switches installed, we don't have the plates, we can take a rip over Canadian Tire if it were within time. I'm pretty sure Walmart will carry the... If it doesn't, worst case, the switches will be slightly exposed. The cat can't get there, the dog's too small to jump that high. It's fine for the time being until we can get a cover. It's not a big deal. But these switches, I was looking at them last night. Here, I'll show you one here just to show you what we're up against. There's no instructions in the box. I guess they expect you to know what you're doing. Thank frig for YouTube, eh? But basically you slide this insert out of the box here. The box doesn't have much information on it, just that it's a smart Wi-Fi switch and installation and manual wire or neutral wire required. Remote access, scheduling, away mode. And then on the back here it just shows you that you can take the plate off the switch, which you kind of have to do to bolt it to the wall. And flexible control just basically tells you everything that, like, these people look happy, like, hey, look at us, we're turning on a light switch and turning it off and on with our phone. We're cool! So inside the box you get a piece of foam that's shaped like the light switch, I guess to protect it in shipping. Then you get the light switch. Okay, I already took the plate off because I wanted to see how much of a pain in the ass it is. Guys, guess what? It's a major pain in the ass. Then you get these rubber pads that are supposed to be on the bottom of that plate, but I guess they fell off because, well, whatever. You get 4 wire nuts because you need them for these 4 wires on the back here. So I'm no electrician. I'm going to try and get this thing to focus here as we slowly bring it in. So there you go. You get a green wire for ground, a white wire which I'm assuming carries the initial power, and 2 black wires. One going from the black wire coming off the panel, if you will, off my fuse or circuit panel, the circuit breaker. And the other one goes to the light switch. What I'm assuming is the white one carries the main power, the black one's the return, and the switch makes the connection between the black wires, which will actually illuminate your light. Now, it's been a hot minute since I've taken electricity class. The last time I took it was in grade 9, which I do believe was about 24 years ago. A lot of you watching this channel right now are not even 24 years old. So, you know, let that marinate. Not saying you're all young, just saying some of you probably are. I've been around. But it's been a long time since I've done this kind of work. So I don't see much of a difficulty level is going to be low. The hardest thing is going to be this light switch cover. Putting 2 of these side by side. I have a feeling the width is going to be the problem. But like I said, Walmart should carry, and we'll go check the website to make sure, a light switch thingy cover that'll allow 2 dimmer switches, because that's basically what these classify as, dimmer switches. Because I'm pretty sure, and let's go do a quick test to be safe. See, for shits and giggles, this plate cover here is just your standard dimmer switch plate cover. It only comes in this one size, but if I put this over top of it, you'll notice it fits perfectly. Well, if I could line it up, but it fits perfectly. So theoretically, I should be able to buy something like what I have over here, except for both dimmer switches, and you can see right here, this plate is way too wide. It's gonna hit. So I'm gonna have to go out and purchase a plate, something similar to this, to do the job. Son of a. So now we know that that's not gonna work. We just tested it. So we're definitely gonna have to go shopping and pick up a double cover for that one taking meat out of air fryer with fingers. Gotta be the second smartest thing I've done today. We're gonna have to definitely go to Walmart and pick up a plate that'll do that job, because otherwise it's gonna be a problem. So I got myself a couple pieces of meat here for my roast. I'm gonna eat this, drink my coffee, and then we'll get going. Well, Walmart definitely has them, but that price tag's a bit steep, don't you think? $38? They probably have a plastic one. We'll have to go check it out, but they do have them, and they are in stock. For safety purposes, I made a post on Facebook about me doing electrical work and potentially blowing myself up. I'll post on it after I'm done doing the install, showing that it worked, if it does work, because apparently I might run into problems. As in, wiring in house is old and I might have to return these switches because they might not work. I'm going to finish my coffee and we're going to go inspect the switch and see what the case may be. Here's hoping this works out. Alrighty, first step, find the tripod. Second step, cut the power to the bathroom. Third step, take that light switch out. Fourth step, see if we can actually pull this off. Having a little bit of problem with first step. I might skip first step and might just go ahead and pull the light switch out, or cut the power. Pull the light switch out and I'll film it as I go. The labeling doesn't tell me much. You know what, we're gonna try south living room. Let's try north living room. Nope. Don't know what that one does. I just turned off the light in here. Oh man, I don't know which one's which here. That there's for baseboard heater, kitchen, bath and laundry. There we go. Wonder what all I turned off. Okay, like pissed off Googs. Alright, So that much is said and done. Let's close this up before the cat goes in there and steps on that mouse trap and cocks herself over. Did I just accidentally shut off the power to the kitchen? I think I heard this thing go off. Okay. Hopefully I didn't just cut power upstairs and reset all my shit. But let's get this light plate off and then we'll take a look and see what we're dealing with. It's exactly what I feared it was going to be. Oh man. So we have 2 lines coming out and the ground. We don't have 2 black wires. I don't know if I can actually set this up. We're going to have to do some research. Well, this sucks. From what I gather, we're basically boned. We're going to need to reinstall this switch and just keep using this one. Because without the 2 black wires, there is no way to actually do this. That sucks. Sucks so bad. Okay, let's go ahead and reinstall it. Okay, it's back installed. You can see the lights on. Okay, what we're going to do now is, I guess we'll check the kitchen and see if it's cocked over. So let's fire this up. Gotta watch that door's open and the cat's been inspecting everything. Why did that just turn on? If I turn off the bathroom again, which one was it again? I just friggin' did it. Where is the bathroom? I just friggin' did it and I can't find it again. Bath and laundry. Did that really just happen? Okay, let me just go and inspect this real quick. Are you both turned on? Is the bathroom power controlled? Man, this house is wired stupidly. So if I turn the bath back on, I almost stepped on that freaking mouse trap. Really? Are you freaking cereal right now? Yeah, I am. I'm freaking cereal right now. Well, that's ridiculous. Let's go see if this is back asswards wired too, which means they probably ran the power from the bathroom out to here. Stupid. I don't think I have any screwdrivers in here. I need a better screwdriver than the one I'm using. Here we go. Got this guy. This will work. So what I'm seeing in there is a lot of dust and a lot of wires. I'm not exactly sure what the frig is really going on. I think I see a white neutral wire back there somewhere, but it's hard to tell. Not sure how well you can see this, but they friggin' painted so much over this wall that they've actually painted the light switch to the wall to the point where you're gonna have to chisel it free. Like they spackled it to the wall. That's lovely. Sorry for the poor lighting, but guys, we might be okay because these here are the white wires I'm looking for. And then we got our blacks going to the switch. And I think, yep, I do see a copper ground back there. So these were wired properly. The one in the bathroom is wired cocked. So we'll be able to use at least 2 of these 3 switches. So that's good. All right, how am I gonna do this now? I'm gonna have to unscrew those and then wire up the switches. Let's go get some switches. Okay, I need to take a run out to the garage to get some needle nose pliers. I thought I had a pair in here. I probably do somewhere, but for the life of me, I can't find it. So head out into the bittersweet cold known as winter Ontario. Man, there's a lot of dog shit on the ground. Freaking door was frozen closed. Sometimes you gotta use brute force, people. Alright. There they are. Piece of something stuck to them. I can't reach the ground with my fat fingers. Holy crap, she's cold outside, boys. She's like minus 20 out right now. Tomorrow, it's supposed to go up to like +2. Figure that one out. Anyway, let's finish this install. Be great to have some more light over here. Okay, so here's what I've gone and done. White goes into white, black to black, black to black, ground to copper. I'm gonna go flip on the breaker. Hopefully this thing doesn't explode. We're gonna see if it actually gets some illumination. Moment of truth. Hey! Okay, I'm gonna try and pair it. Okay, so it's connecting to the home network. I don't know which one this one controls. Probably that light there, because that light is currently turned off. I love the focus on this camera, guys. It's amazing. It's just amazing. It's taking a few minutes. I don't know if the fridge is going to interfere with Wi-Fi connectivity, Guess we'll find out. They say not to put a metal plate on it because it could interfere with Wi-Fi connectivity. Like, I'm getting pretty good bars here, so. Device name. Entranceway light, I guess. Just doing a little firmware update on the old Sea Sucker, and then we'll give her a send through the phone and see if we can turn it on. Be nice to be able to turn on these lights remotely. Turn them off too, because there's a lot of times where I come downstairs to get a drink and I left the kitchen light on, and I should be turning that off because I'm guessing these fluorescents probably do consume a lot more energy than LEDs. Alright, let's give her a test. Hey! Oh! Hey! Oh! Sweet! Let's install the other one. You've been a good foreman. Always remember, shut the power off. See, and this is some of the fun stuff you come across when working in an old house. Braided wire versus not braided. Lovely. Alright, it's all wired up. I forgot about something else, you know. The problem is when you're working on a house that was built back in the days when Moses parted the Red Sea, things aren't built right. So, I'm having a bitch of a time with the wiring in the box, but I'm going to go flick the switch on, and hopefully the house doesn't explode. Let's keep this thing running just in case. Survey says. Okay, so we're golden. It's going to be a bitch getting those light switches to fit, but wherever my phone is, I'm going to sync up the second one. We'll see what we can do. Alrighty, survey says entrance. Oops, wrong button. Entrance, good. Kitchen, good. I keep missing. Alright, we're good. Okay, I'm going to cut the power one more time and try and install them, and I'm going to have to pick up a faceplate at Walmart. Well, due to all the plaster on the walls and this box, that's about as far in as I can get them. You can see pretty much on the top, they are snug. On the bottom they're snug. This one here is like, that's it. Like, short of taking everything out, unwiring it all, ripping the box out, cutting a bigger hole, putting a bigger box in, installing it, there's nothing I can do. Because keep in mind, this little dinky thing is what was in there before, and it's the size of the button. So I'm not even going to get a faceplate for it unless I can find a faceplate that kind of like has a bit of an overhang, because that's as good as it's getting. Son of a bitch. Wish I had a laser printer, not a laser printer, a 3D printer. I just print myself something. But let's turn the power back on and see if it explodes, because I was kind of like pushing wires and stuff, and chances are something got loose. Okay, power's back on. Light switches are both on, and both work. Good enough for me. I'm gonna go ahead and put the fridge back. Get my light out of there. Pretty sweet, eh? Hanging from the cupboard? Yeah, those cupboards do serve a purpose. Alright, let's test this bitch out. Turn on the kitchen lights.
You got it. Turning on 2 lights.
Yay, yay! That's sweet tits. Don't even need a shovel to dig it, boys. Alright, turn on the entrance.
Sure, turning on the entrance.
Like a boss bitch, like a boss bitch, I friggin' dig it. Don't even need a friggin' shovel. And I can even come over here and go boop boop, boop boop, boop boop, boop boop. The install looks like ass, but so does my entire house. It's all good. So I'm thinking this light switch was a customer return because it didn't have the TP-Link seal of approval on it, and this one here was brand new. Also, the one that I said is brand new came with this film on the switch, where this one here did not. So that's a thing. So now I need just to associate these lights to different aspects of the house. I got one switch left, and I was thinking, you know what? I might hang on to it and use it out in the garage to turn on the fluorescent lights out there, because, well, why the frig not? So that's pretty exciting. I'm happy with this. I guess I can go ahead and close my fuse panel now and push that back there to block it, because I still don't have a proper latching system on this derelict old house. But guys, we did it. 2 out of 3. That ain't bad for me. So every year, guys, when I'm sitting here and it's winter time and I'm all like, man, I really can't wait for summer to drive my Trans Am. What do I do to get my hype up? And you guys are gonna laugh. See, my buddy Joe, when he's all anxious for the summer muscle car time to drive his Mustang, he watches Smokey and the Bandit, because that's his, like, let's get going, let's get energized. You guys want to know what I watch when I'm anxious to drive my Trans Am? Knight Rider, 1982. I watch this, man, and I'm just like, I get so hyped up and so excited for summer to be able to get behind the wheel of that car and drive the tits off of it. And this summer is the summer that it's going back on the road after it gets a new molecular bonded shell. Or we could just call it paint. Paint works too. It's just like a ritual every year. Every year I end up watching this and I get all hyped up. Last summer though, I was just too damn depressed to even care about the car. And I'm going to blame that on the weight, because let's face it, you are what you eat is a valid statement. If you eat like shit, you're going to feel like shit, and you're going to be shit. If you eat good, you exercise, you're going to feel good, you're going to feel motivated. Like, honestly, those lights today, I'm not going to lie, I was a little nervous to do them because I haven't done electrical stuff in forever, so I wasn't sure what I was up against. And sure, it was an easy install. It was literally just, you know, wire netting a couple wires together and Bob's your uncle. But it's been a hot minute since I've done that, and the old Adam would have just pushed it off, pushed it off, pushed it off, pushed it off. But this new me that I've become, like, I really want to go, I really want to do stuff, I really want to get after it. So this summer, it's going to be interesting. Now that we got the sick-ass Wi-Fi set up in the house, we're going to be able to live stream the whole painting of the car. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to live stream it, but I'm going to film on the side too, just so people understand this. I'm going to be filming while live streaming, because not everybody's going to want to sit there and watch a 4-hour, 7-hour, 8-hour video of the live stream, where people are going to be more wanting the Coles Notes version of me picking up the camera and just shooting some shots here and there. So that'll probably be in the live stream too, of me vlogging. So you get a little behind the scenes of how I hold the camera and the way I do things with the vlogs. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a whole new experience there too, because like I said, it's been since I've owned the Ford Focus that I've done body work. I didn't do any body work on the G6 because I just didn't care about that car. That, and there was no body left to really work on. It would have just been all Bondo in the end. But on the Ford Focus, every year I'd pull it into the garage and we'd redo the wheel wells because of the dog ears in the back. The car basically goes straight and then it veers out around the wheel wells, and it would get so heavily sandblasted that the paint would just come off and then it would just rust. So I would sand it down, apply a thin layer of body putty, and then sand that smooth, and then prime it and paint it every year until the last year when I said, you know what, enough of this. And I bought this, it's like a clear rock guard material. You spray it on, and I did all around, I did from the door up to the halfway mark, all around the dog ears on the front and back, and I never had a problem ever since. It looked like ass, I'm not gonna lie, because the body was shiny on the top half and then looked matte finish on the bottom. But I didn't have to do body work the following year and the years after. Well, until the inside rotted out, and then my buddy was like, why'd you put that stuff on there? Because I didn't realize there was a problem and it rotted from the inside out. But whatever, it wasn't my car at that point, so I didn't really care. I thought it was a good idea, probably should have looked into it more. But I'm really excited for this. It's gonna be really interesting. I was trying to source out some parts. I'm gonna probably have to go to one of the places like Maslac or CarQuest or one of these guys in town. And basically what I want to buy is the rubbers that go around the window. I guess window seal is the proper term, I don't know. I'm gonna go in there and talk to them. I checked on Amazon, they don't got anything, so Amazon's out of the question. Probably gonna have to go to CarQuest or Maslac or AutoZone and see about picking it up an entire kit, and then doing some Googs work, a little bit of Google work, a little bit of YouTube work to figure out how exactly that stuff's supposed to get installed. I know my buddy Pierre is good at doing that, but I haven't talked to him in a hot minute. He drives Hack just like Tasty Glue. And basically they work a lot of hours, so they're always busy. But there might be a chance I can try and coax him over to give me a hand with that install. Or if I can get a hold of Angry Joe, I don't have his number. I bump into him like every once in a blue moon. He's done it a couple times on his Fox body. That maybe he can give me a hand doing it on the Trans Am. Because after I paint it, I'd like to replace all the window seals and get good window seals, maybe even the door jamb seals. Maybe then I'd be able to close and open my doors when the temperature drops below 0. Because let me tell you, that's a pain in the ass. Big time. Back on the topic of Knight Rider, I always notice this when I watch this show. You can see continuity problems. Like at the beginning of this episode, Michael Knight is playing a video game on the car computer kit. And it's showing the front end of the car, the scene I showed you. But the camera pans up quickly and you can totally see a full steering wheel inside of the car and somebody driving while he's playing the video game. It's pretty funny. And like right now, like this lady is sitting in the car with him, asking him what he does for a living. He says he's in insurance. But you look around the inside of this car and it's got like TV screens and about 7,000 buttons and all this glowing. And even the steering wheel is a gull wing. Like, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm in insurance. Okay, what's with the car? Is this just a giant calculator? What's really going on? Figure it out. Well, I fired up the truck anyway because I'm going to head over to Walmart and just see if they have any sort of plate that'll, you know, push away from the wall to cover up the kitchen lights. So we're gonna take a rip over to Walmart right now. Truck should be nice and warm, and then when we come back, we'll let the dog out and go from there. Alrighty, I'm back home, and I almost ran a guy over. Like, literally. He's walking up the street, no reflective clothing on whatsoever. Like, my jacket, this thing here, reflects. All around the top, there's a reflective ribbon. This guy is literally wearing all black, walking in the middle of the road. I saw him, and then I dodged out of the way, avoided him. Luckily, I didn't smash him. But holy crap, I almost committed murder, guys. I kid you not. If you're gonna walk the streets at night, do yourself a solid, be visible. Anyway, I love the performance of this stuff here. I was using it all last week. Bought another tub for at work. Bought some steak to have for tomorrow and Tuesday. Yo, yo. Bought an 18 pack of eggs so I can have some breakfast tomorrow. Yo, yo. And last but not least, bought another one of these Mercury light bulbs. I'm going to install it in the stairwell. We're going to do that right friggin' now. This Greenie app is a lot worse than the TP-Link app, but when you're paying $11 for a light bulb, what do you expect, right? Like, I can get it to work if I press the button. It turns off and on. And I can I can dim it, so I can keep it super dim for at night, or super bright, or whatever I want. I'll probably keep it around there, around 13%. But for some reason, I can't get voice control to work with it, and I don't know why. Who knows? Alrighty guys, it's getting kind of late, and I got everything situated. I got this light working with Google Home now. I should be able to tell it to shut off. I'm going to set up a thing so it turns off during the day and turns on at night. That way there, I don't have to really care about it being on all the time. More power saving. So we got all the bulbs in the house working. Everything's either on a smart switch or, except for the bathroom, because it's wired dick. And I don't really want to buy 6 light bulbs for the bathroom just so I can control it with my voice. I'll just have to remember to turn the switch off, which reminds me, is the switch turned off? Probably not. Now it is. Son of a. Hey people, I'm going to shut her down here. Tomorrow it's back to work for 5 straight, which is way better than 7, well let me tell you. And then next weekend, who knows what we're going to do. I was thinking about, I don't know. We'll see what the weather's like. Because if it's super cold, it's probably going to be another one of these sit around the house and veg. As far as the video game streams goes, you guys probably noticed, well maybe you did. I did a stream on Saturday and I did a stream on Friday. During the week, I may not stream at all. This is why I feel bad that a couple people subscribed to the Twitch stream. It's because I don't know how often I'm gonna do it. Mainly because at night, like when I get home from work, I usually focus more on trying to make content for the vlog and then get to bed at a decent hour so I can wake up the next day and hit it. So I don't know if I'll be able to stream at all during the week, but probably won't. But on the weekends, on Fridays and Saturdays, there's a chance I might be able to stream. And if there is, I'm gonna do it. Like, you know, this weekend here, nobody was really doing anything. My friends were pretty much busy. The one guy's house that I usually go to, well, they wanted me to go over, but holy crap, it was minus 28 out. I didn't want to really go anywhere, so I just stayed home. But if it's nice out next weekend, like I said, like if it's not too bad in the cold area, I might go over there and hang out for a bit. But if I don't, I don't, and I might just stay home and play some video games. We'll see what we do. But, like I said, the streaming thing ain't a full-time gig. This ain't a full-time gig. I'm still going full-time on it. But like I said, there might come a day where I decide not to make a video. And if that happens, it happens. It's the way she freaking goes. But anyway, people, on that note, I'm going to shut her down here and call her quits for now. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the installation of those smart lights, or smart switches. These things are at here. Frig was that? Ooh, darkness, lightness, more darkness. Freaking awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, people, I'll keep on vlogging.